Everybody, this is the Breezies, JBU, just between us.
Just between us, buccos. Make sure you subscribe.
Smash that notification button.
Leave your comments below.
And like.
Definitely like. Share out. If you think what we're saying means something, if you think it's going to help you, even if you don't, I don't care. Like it and share it out anyway.
We love you. This is Patrice.
I really like you people.
Andrew. So, babe, what would you say this fight, argument, disagreement? What was it like?
So I'm not sure if there was a misunderstanding, but there was definitely some miscommunication.
Definitely some miscommunication. And
Yeah, what?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we have to find a mutual ground, would you say, to dealing with our miscommunications.
Yeah, see, my go-to is just not to say anything and just go quiet. And that doesn't always work. It works for me. Doesn't necessarily work for us.
It does not work for us. It doesn't work for me.
But it doesn't work for you. I get that. But in my defense, sometimes it takes me some time to process what you're saying so that I don't give you the wrong response.
Okay.
Because you can't take words back.
You cannot take words back. I agree to that. But can we find a, how do I want to say that?
Common ground?
A common ground on limitations of your silence.
Common ground on the limitations. What does that mean?
So what I mean is your non-talking drives me crazy.
But remember, I'm not a yeller. I'm not someone who's going to engage you in a lot of verbose discussion. That's not who I am.
And
I'm going to make my point. I'm going to listen to what you have to say. I'll process what you have to say. Then I'll get back to you on it. But I'm not going to sit here and debate with you and going back and forth. That's just, I don't like doing that.
Okay. I understand you. But I don't like silence.
Okay.
So there has to be a middle ground because you go mute.
Which is not fair. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's comfortable. That's the thing. It's comfortable for me to know that I can control that narrative at that point.
Yeah.
And then get back to you on it.
Yeah.
I've seen people argue. I don't like it. I don't like arguing. Maybe that's what it is. I don't like that. I don't like the way people engage each other like that.
I understand that.
Because when people's emotions get high, they start to become petty with what they say.
Yeah.
Because now it's no longer about the point you were trying to make. It's about how can I get past your defenses and get to a place to make you feel something. And then you can't take those things back. Those feelings stay there. There's residue from that. And I don't want to give you residue.
But you do give me residue.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't like the mute. And the mute gives me abandoned residue. Because I feel shut out and ignored by your silence. And that gives me residue.
That's fair.
So finding a place to be in the middle ground, because I can talk.
You know that.
Anyway.
Should I have been silent there?
Yeah, now he wants to talk. Yeah, why don't you be silent right there? But, for people that are like you that don't want to argue and maybe did hear arguing, and I can understand that, and trying not to be that person, but at the same point finding a common ground between the two of us where you're able to process without me feeling like I'm being pushed away or left alone to myself.
Right.
And then how we deal with the other side of that too,
Right. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I watched my parents argue, and I watched my dad, who was the head of the household, the way he would argue with my mom and the tone he would take. And I always told myself I would never speak to my wife that way. I would never speak to my daughters that way.
Yeah.
My son,
But Jordan.
But women, no, you don't speak to women that way.
Yeah.
So I think I might have taken it to the extreme where instead of even engaging in any kind of verbal confrontation with you or with my daughters,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to say anything, and I'll talk to you guys when tempers are less flared. Now, looking back on it, it's probably not the best way to handle it. There should have been a little more diplomacy there, some more common ground there. Met somewhere in the middle, so I apologize for that.
Thank you.
But I want you to see the heart behind it. That's where I was coming from.